Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare beta that was, it just came out and it just ended as well. I wanted to talk about my experience with the game and what I liked and disliked about it, and a few comparisons I saw while playing this game. So first off, I want to just talk about the experience I had while playing it. It was super fun. It was a really good, fast-paced game, and it didn't feel like any of the other Call of Duties. Maybe the older ones like Modern Warfare 2 or the original Modern Warfare. Um, it just felt good. It felt super smooth, amazing. I had a good time. Everybody in the lobby was great. The lobbies actually held up pretty good. I only got kicked out of a couple because of host errors, and I thought that was really great. Um, some things I enjoyed about it, some new things I saw, some reoccurring things from other Call of Duties I saw. Um, so the first thing I want to talk about is what I mentioned earlier, is how smooth it is. Um, if I've been playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare, or sorry, Call of Duty Black Ops 4 before this beta came out, and I can't tell you the switch over it was it was different. It was really weird. It was so much more smoother uh, than Black Ops 4. I couldn't even compare it. I don't think I've ever felt anything like that either, and that is a good thing I liked about it. Some other things I saw is we switched back to a more modern day look, something that we'd actually see in a real battlefield instead of all this futuristic stuff. I was never a huge fan of the futuristic. Maybe like in Black Ops 2 when they first did it, I was like, that's really cool, but then they kept doing it, upgrading it to more futuristic, and I didn't enjoy it after that. I didn't like all the boosts and stuff. I liked boots on the ground. So I was really happy that they went back to the modern day type of war and put that into a game rather than all these futuristic things. And yeah, something I saw in Black Ops 4 is that there is so much going on there. Everybody has like a different ability and like special thing they can do with their characters, whichever one they pick. So there's always something going on. I feel like it's much easier to play that game than this new one. In this one, there wasn't a lot going on at all. We didn't have little like droids running around and buzzing you, or electric guns, like shocking everybody, which was, something we saw in Black Ops 4, and it kind of made the game like just too crazy, almost. So this one was really like simplistic, and it didn't have too much going on, and I didn't feel overwhelmed by how much stuff was going on. Anyways, so those are like some of the few things I liked. I love the feel of the guns. The guns felt really nice. It brought me back to the first Call of Duty I ever played, and that was Modern Warfare 2. I really enjoyed that. I also enjoyed, the kill streaks. They brought back the nuke, which was really cool. I didn't have a chance to use it, sadly, but I think it's like 30 kills now. 30 kills without dying, you get the nuke, and it's not like a kill streak you attach anymore. Because I believe it was a kill streak you had in Modern Warfare 2, but now I think it's just anybody who gets 30 kills automatically nukes the map, which is super cool. And yeah, I know that this year they're also, when they release the entire game, they're going to put out like co-op missions, and that was something that got me hooked on Call of Duty. Was I wasn't too into online, as well as like my parents didn't pay for online access, because I was mostly Xbox when I was younger, and you had to pay. So I didn't get to play online that much. So me and my friend, who was my neighbor, he'd come over and we'd play co-op missions on Modern Warfare 2, and that's what got me really excited for the game this year, is seeing that that's coming back, and I can't wait to I can't wait to play it. Alright, now it's time to go to the dislikes about the game, and there aren't a lot, because this is one of the best Call of Duty I've ever played, even in its beta form. So I'm really excited to see what it is in its you know, full capacity. Everything's out. Some things I didn't like about the beta, and I want to specify the beta on this part, is that the level cap wasn't that big. It was to level 10 the first week, and then they moved it to level 20. Or I guess at the end of the first week they had level 20. So I think you had like a day and a half to, you know, if you wanted to go all the way up to 20, you could. And then the last week of the beta, last weekend, anyways, they kept it on 20, which was like kind of made me upset. I understand, because that was for the people who didn't have a PlayStation 4. These were for the Xbox and the PC, so they probably didn't want to put the level cap too high, because everybody might be ahead of them once they started playing. I understand that, but then they ended up releasing level 30 on Sunday, the day before it ended, and that kind of made me upset. I was like, dang it, really, you waited that long to do it? I really wanted to, you know, keep going, because I didn't get a chance to play on Sunday or Monday, because I was busy. So I didn't get to see the things that you unlocked at level 30 and try them out, because there were a couple guns I really wanted to try out. So that was just kind of a complaint I had for the beta, not specifically like the game, just how they were releasing the beta updates. Some things I saw about the game is I hated that I always, like all the time, kept trying to shoot my own people. They made it really hard to see whether or not your guy was on your team. I mean, everybody that's on your team has a blue, like their blue name up there, but it's like really thin letters, and if you're not looking above their head, you can't see it, so all you do is think that they're an enemy. So there were multiple times in the game where I would be rounding a corner and I'd start shooting somebody because there's somebody like right in my face. I'd start shooting them like crazy, and I didn't know why I wasn't killing them, and then I, you know, finally I see that they're on my team, and it's really tough. I saw that in a lot of people. Like, I watched multiple streams, videos of people playing the beta, and then because I only released like highlights on my channel, you didn't really get to see it that much. But it happened multiple times to everybody, and I've heard complaints about it on other people's YouTube channels. So I know I'm not the only person who had a problem with that. I hope they do something to fix it, because I don't like wasting my ammo on my own teammates. So there's that. Another thing is that this might just be me. It could be other people. I haven't seen this in other videos, but there's a lot of times where I'd start shooting like an enemy, and I'd shoot him a bunch of times and stop shooting and run away, thinking that I was gonna kill him with that last shot. And I did that quite a bit. I would start shooting someone, shoot him like 3 or 4 times, 5 times maybe, and I have a tendency to like be moving all the time. So like I shoot him and start running, and then I turn around and he's still alive. I'm like, what the heck? Like, I don't hear that click that says that he was dead. That happened to me a lot. I don't know why. Maybe it could be my internet. 'Cause I know, like, depending on your internet and how far you are away from servers, the latency is different. So maybe the first or second hit didn't register. There's a lot of factors that go into that, but that's, for me personally, that's what I saw that happened in the game for me. And yeah, so that kind of that's all the like things I didn't like about the game. It's not like crazy things that can't be fixed, or things that are like making the game suck, right? There's just things I saw in the beta, and of course it's the beta. I'm gonna have to do another one of these videos when the full game comes out, and review the things that they fixed and things that they didn't fix that I wish they would have. Anyways, now if you play other games besides Call of Duty, I think you would notice that Call of Duty or this new Call of Duty and Battlefield have a huge similarity between each other. I saw this even as close to the scopes being the same, or the maps having huge similarities. And I want to talk about some of the things that I saw. First of all, how smooth it was when I was talking about it earlier. Battlefield was a game that had always been smooth. So when I saw it on this, I was like, man, it feels like Battlefield. The first time I ever played it, I was like, this feels so much like Battlefield. The shooting feels like Battlefield. Like, everything's super realistic. And that was another thing I forgot to include about my likes, is that it was super realistic. But that's a huge similarity to Battlefield. Battlefield, like, these looked incredibly like each other. As well as, I think what Call of Duty is trying to do is they're trying to bring over people from Battlefield over to Call of Duty. They're trying to, bring some of those guys in by, showing some similarities between the two games. I think that's a really good business strategy, but it's like a love-hate for me, kind of. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Ground War, which is the gameplay you're watching right now. I'm not a huge fan of that because for me personally, I'm a more fast-paced kind of game player. Like, that's how Call of Duty always is. It's on, pretty close quarter maps. You don't live very long in between lives, and you're not super strategic about what you do. But that's different. In this Ground War gameplay, you can see that you have to be in like certain spots at different time. If you've seen Battlefield, any Battlefield gameplay, it's exactly like it. You get to pick which points that you have control over you can spawn at, or you can spawn with your squad, which is a group of teammates that you have, which is exactly like Battlefield. I don't want to say that Call of Duty's copying Battlefield, but they are. It's weird. I'm not mad about it. I think it's a good idea because Battlefield is such an amazing game. But I think people are gonna kind of be upset about that because it seriously is exactly like it. They got tanks, four-wheelers, helicopters, everything like that. The only thing I didn't see is that you can't destroy structures in there. Like, you can't drive a tank through a building, which is okay. I mean, I didn't really care that much about that, but other people do. They want it to be like a real Battlefield where real things like that happen, buildings collapse and everything like that. Anyways, with all that said, I'm super excited for the game. I can't wait till it comes out. I'm gonna play the crap out of this game, and I hope you guys come along with me in that adventure and watch some of my videos. And if you enjoyed this video today, please leave a like and subscribe for more videos to come out soon. I've got something special coming up, and I don't want you guys to miss it. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.